Now then guys, how you doing? Thank you for joining me again. So this one we're going with a tactic, the Segundo Volante. We're basically going to play with two very deep midfielders. So it's four at the back, two deep midfielders, one central midfielder, and then I would imagine a three up top like a pincer. That's the way we're going to play. This is one again I've set up. Yeah, I've been messing about with individual instructions here, and it'd be interesting to see how we get on. So let's have a look. Right then guys, so as you can see, tactically set up already. Yeah, we're playing a 4-2-1-3 is the formation it's going to end up as, with Schmeichel in goal. So he's playing in goal as a goalkeeper on defend, and he's got one individual instruction, and that's to take fewer risks. We've got Justin out there as a wing back on an automatic setting, running wide with the ball, and then that's the same for Castagna out on the other side. They're a set instruction anyway. In the centre of the defence, we've got Soyuncu and Fofana, both defenders on defensive duties, no individual instructions. We've got an anchorman in Mendy with two individual instructions to tackle harder and to mark tighter. Really for Mendy, he's just going to sit and clean up. That's all he's about. Then we've got the Segundo Volante with one individual instruction, and that's to dribble more. Now the Segundo Volante, as it says here, is a different form of deep line playmaker in that their role is primarily a defensive one, best suited to being paired with an anchorman, and also different to the ball winner midfielder. He tidies up here and ends up there. It's quite similar to Willabero, he's just not as deep. And indeed, he playing as the Volante is going to be on an attacking duty, so I'm expecting him to run forward. We then got Tillemans in the middle of the park, box-to-box midfielder on support with two individual instructions, more direct passes and to get further forward. Then we've got Harvey Barnes playing as the inside forward on attack. He's got one individual instruction, that's to aim crosses to the centre, and that's exactly the same for Under out on the other side. And then we've got Vardy playing as the complete forward, and one individual instruction for him is to shoot more often. Especially with this guy's attributes, you've got to shoot more often really, haven't you? So that is the formation. Our tactical style is a tiki-taka, and mentality-wise is positive. We don't want to get too carried away. I am very defensive down here, but yeah, I think a positive mentality is the way to go. So in possession then, our attacking width is fairly narrow. We play out a defence and then focus to play through the middle. We work the ball into the box. We've got a short pass and directness, and we play a much lower tempo, and we dribble less. In transition then, we counter press, and then we hold shape when we're out of possession. We distribute quickly, we distribute to the centre backs, and we don't take long kicks. And then out of possession, we use the offside trap. We're playing a much higher line of engagement and a much higher defensive line, and we prevent short goalkeeping distribution. We're not getting stuck in. We're not as a team going on the tighter marking. I've got a couple of individual instructions, and that's what it's about. So set pieces wise then, on our defensive set pieces, we're going to defend and counter the way we usually play. We're doing that left and right. And then on attack, we're just near post. Again, with the same two defenders, Soyuncu and Fofana, causing trouble. And then throw-ins are going to be mixed. That's the way we're going to go. No long throws today. We're going to try a mixed throw, and we'll see how that works out. So there you go then, guys. Looking at the competitions, we're in the English Premier League, we're in the FA Cup, we're in the Europa League, and the Carabao Cup. And then schedule-wise, do we have a shocking start to the season? No, we don't. We've got Sheffield United, Brighton and Wolves, all games that I think we should be winning. But what about the end of the season? Is it going to be squeaky bum time? We've got Manchester City and Arsenal in the last 5 games. So Crystal Palace, Burnley and West Ham games I would expect to win. So there you go then, guys. That is the setup. That is a tactic. Let's simulate forward 12 months and see what happens. Right then, guys, so we're back. And the first thing I can see is we finished in 5th place in the league. Not bad going. 60 points on the board. Be interesting to see how we've broken that down. So we had 16 wins, 12 draws, 10 losses. Not ideal, especially end of season form there. Won 1, lost 1 and drawn 3 out of our last 5 games. We scored 59 goals, conceded 48, goal difference of plus 11 and 60 points. We were 1 point clear of Chelsea and West Ham and Aston Villa. So yeah, we almost bottled it towards the end of the season. We did get that 5th place, so we're getting Europa League football next season. But we were 12 points behind Arsenal. And in fairness, Arsenal's form looks really good there. Schedule-wise then, I'm sure I said we should be beating the likes of Sheffield United, Wolves and so on. We lost to Sheffield United, we lost to Wolves, not the greatest start. A 1-0 victory over Brighton, a 1-0 victory over Oxford in the Carabao Cup 3rd round, and then we got through on penalties against Newcastle in the Carabao Cup 4th round as well. We had a 1-0 win over Fulham. Let's just see if we're bossing the game here. So we had 12 shots, 5 on target. We didn't boss possession, 46%, and they had 15 and 9 shots on target. Maddison with a goal on 63 minutes that gets us the win. But yeah, we've scraped through that one. We get beat 2-0 by Manchester United. We win 3-0 over Lokomotiva in the Europa League. So we end up going through there anyway. You know, we beat the likes of Braga, Zoya and Lokomotiva. Go through 13 points. Braga finishing second. We then lose 2-1 to Liverpool in the league, but win 1-0 against Zoya. A 0-0 draw with Tottenham before we draw 1-1 with Braga in the Europa League. We beat Leeds 5-3. Interesting to see this one. See if we dominated. We had 13 shots, 10 on target, 46% possession. But yeah, they had 5 shots on target, scored 3 goals. A decent team performance. Harvey Barnes with 2 goals there. There was 3 goals in second half stoppages with Rodrigo on 92, Vardy on 95 and Under on 97. Absolute scenes. They'd made it 3-3 and we scored 2 more goals. We have a 3-3 draw with Villa. We then lose 2-0 to Braga and a 3-1 win over Southampton. Like, form is really mixed here, you know. The start of December looks quite decent. 4 wins on the bounce. We then lose 1-0 to Manchester City. A 2-2 draw with Chelsea. We knock Arsenal out of the Carabao Cup in the quarter-final on penalties. 2-2 there. We draw 0-0 with Everton. Then we get a 2-1 victory at Arsenal in the Premier League. We then draw 0-0 with Burnley. A 2-0 defeat in the Carabao Cup semi-final to Liverpool. So we lose the Carabao Cup semi-final there. Burnley we win 3-1 in the FA Cup third round. A 2-2 draw with Crystal Palace in the league. And then West Ham we beat 2-1. Brighton we win 3-1 in the FA Cup fourth round in extra time. Worth having a look at this one as well. So we have 17 shots, 4 on target. Brighton are the better team for shots on target. We just convert them. So Maddison with a goal disallowed on 16 minutes. But yeah, we tie it up in extra time as well. Yeah, Evans and Mendes with the goal in extra time. We lose 2-0 to Sheffield United and a 4-2 victory over Wolves in the league. We go into February and it's mixed with a 2-1 victory over Brighton, a 1-1 draw with Fulham. We beat Millwall in the FA Cup 5th round 2-0. We lose 3-2 to Villarreal in the first knockout leg, but then we win 2-0 at home and go through there. We beat Tottenham 2-1 at home in the league. Real Sociedad we cruise through 3-1 on aggregate. There's a 2-0 loss to Leeds in there as well. Then form starts to pick up, in fairness. Doesn't look too bad from here on. Some big victories in there as we beat Newcastle 3-1, West Brom 5-0, Manchester United 1-0. And in the Europa League, we go through 2-1 on aggregate against PSV. We then take on Lokomotiv Moscow in the Europa League semi-final. And we go through 3-2 on aggregate there. We get a 2-0 victory against Manchester City. Also a massive result. We have 4 shots on target and score 2 goals. Barnes with 2 there. Barnes loves a goal. We win Arsenal 5-2 in the FA Cup final. We had 5 shots on target and scored all 5 goals. Absolutely love that. You know, they battered us as well, 57% possession. So obviously this isn't a possession-based game. We have a fairly poor end to the season, like I say, a 1-1 draw with Burnley, a 0-0 draw with Chelsea, a 1-1 draw with West Ham. We lose 1-0 in the Europa League final to Lazio. A game which were actually better, and they were down to 10 men. Immobile with the goal on 1 minute before Cataldi was sent off in 15, and we still cannot break away. And we lose out in the final. So only 1 bit of silverware today. But what about team performance then? So stats-wise then, we scored 59 goals, which was the 5th best in the league. We conceded 48, which was the 8th best. We had 62 yellow cards, which is the 9th worst. And we had no red cards, which is the best. Individual player stats, not a lot of goals, as you can see, as Jamie Vardy was our highest scorer with 19 goals. In other tests, you know, we've had players scoring 30, 35 goals, so it was obviously a well-rounded performance from everybody. They were all chipping in. No out-and-out individual this time that was getting all the goals. Highest average rating was Fofana with a 7.25. Most assists was Under with 15 assists. Best pass completion was Fofana. Most player of the match was Schmeichel with 7. That's the first time we've seen a goalkeeper in there. Most yellow cards was Seunku. And we had 1 red card, which I'm assuming was in a cup competition, and that was Mendy. So to recap the competitions then, Liverpool finished on 100 points. They were 40 points clear of us. You know, in the league we finished 5th. Europa League, we finished 2nd, runners up to Lazio. We won the FA Cup against Arsenal in the final, and we crashed out of the Carabao Cup in the semi-final to Liverpool. So not bad, in fairness. Not bad at all. The Segundo Volante is something that I've not used before, and it's quite an unbalanced tactic for me. You know, when we look at it again, there's a lot going on back here. Yeah, it's not something that I'd probably use again. It's something that I'm sure you'll want to give a go, and because of that, obviously the tactic will be down below for you to download. So yes, that's it then, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Bit of a different one again. For me, it's quite an unbalanced tactic. I'm all about the 2 up top. Build everything around the 2 up top, you know. Let's just go basically like that. Maybe the way we should have went. I don't know, in hindsight. But yeah, it is what it is then, guys. The 5th place finish, not a calamity. So yeah, give it a go. Like I say, it's available to download in the description, and let me know how it pans out. So yes, thank you very much for watching. As always, it's been emotional, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ta-ra.